Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava. Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha. Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava. Jaya Kunja Vihari. Jaya Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Sri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Prala Narsimhadev, Prala Narsimhadev, Prala Narsimhadev, Prala Narsimhadev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Sri Sri Gaurita ki, Sri Sri Radha Bhagwan ki, Sri 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 Jagannath Baladev Subhadramani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Pramanande. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 9, Verse 9. 999. So this verse is about purifying qualities of Ganga, water which is emitting from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. So, of course, we will study what is the cause of this appearance of Ganga on earthly planet. Then, of course, how it is able to purify the sons of Sagara. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Again, okay. So this Canto 9 is called Liberation. So just by reading this Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Canto 9, one can achieve liberation from this material world and achieve Vaikuntha Loka, liberation. And in that chapter 9, Canto 9, chapter 9, dynasty of Amsuman. And of course today verse is 9. So it's all 999. So once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to speak a verse 999. And of course you also have once in a lifetime opportunity to hear as well. Okay, so let us read this verse, then go through word by word and the translation given by Prabhupada. So let us read word at a time and then we read the full verse. Tata iti rajan abhihitam sarvalokahita Shiva dadara avahitaha gangam padaputa jalam hareya. Okay, we read line by line now. Tateti rajan bihitam tatehi rajan abhihitam sarvaloka hitaha Shivaha sarvaloka hitaha Shivaha dadara avahito gangam dadara avahitaha gangam padaputa jalam hareha padaputa jalam hareha tateti rajan abhihitam sarvaloka hitaha Shivaha dadara avahito gangam padaputa jalam hareya Tata iti rajan abhitam sarvaloka hitam Shivaha dadara avahitaha gangam padaputa jalam hareya dadara vahitam gangam padaputa jalam hareha. Sarvaloka hitaha Shivaha padaputa jalam hareha. What to our translation? Tata, let it be so. Iti, thus. Rajana abhitanam, having been addressed by the king Bhagiratha. Sarvaloka hitaha, the personality of Godhead, who is always auspicious to everyone. Shivaha, Lord Shiva. Dadara, sustained. Avahitaha, with great attention. Gangam, the Ganges. Padaputa jalam hareya, whose water is transcendently pure because of emanating from the toys of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Translation. When King Bhagiratha approached Lord Shiva and requested him to sustain the forceful waves of the Ganges, Lord Shiva accepted the proposal by saying, "Let it be so." Then with great attention, he sustained the Ganges on his head. For the water of the Ganges he is purifying, having emanated from the toys of Lord Vishnu. Om Ajnana-trimindasya Jnananjala-salakaya Chaksuritmanamena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sursadevi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The Ganga water is as pure as Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Of course, water may just purify our outside body, but Hare Krishna Mahamantra purifies inside. Correct? That's why we say Cheto Darpana Marjana. So this verse of course don't have a purport, but we will go through deeply into it. Then So later following another 2-3 verses we will read when it comes to that climax. Tatehi Rajan Abhihitam. So here Rajan means king. So this verse, Rajan, the king, refers to Bhagiratha Maharaj. So this Bhagiratha Maharaj, Rajan Abhihitam. So he's addressing somebody. So in this case he's addressing Shiva. So the question is, why is he addressing? So there is a request being made. So of course, if you look at the various verses of previous chapter and today's chapter, just to summarize. So this is a request for appearance of Ganga. Then of course Ganga has put condition. But why did Ganga have to appear? In our previous chapter, that verse chapter 8. So just briefly, so I'm sure you all heard about Harichandra. So we had discussion Harichandra. Harichandra was in some of the context, people call him as Satya Harichandra. So there is another story, past time. Usually many people in India know about Satya Harichandra and how he was so truthful and various story. But anyway, in the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam also we see the same thing. Then he had a son Rohita and their descendants. So there was one famous king called Sagara. So this Sagara was very pious king. He reformed many people, even the ghosts and residents of different planets, rather than killing them, but reform them. So just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reformed everyone by simply giving Hare Krishna mantra. So he's a very pious king. So then one of his spiritual master asked him to perform Aswamedha Yajna. Usually Aswamedha Yajna is performed by kings to establish their supremacy. So, and whenever anyone performs Aswamedha Yajna in this universe, King Indra, Lord Indra get frightened. Why? So he worries that, so this person who is performing Aswamedha Yajna are likely to take away my position. So therefore what can he do? Steal that horse, mean to be sacrificed during Aswamedha Yajna. Oh, that's what happened. So meanwhile, the sons of this Sagara, how many sons he had? More than 60,000. So he had 2 wives. From first wife he had 60,000 sons. And they were very proud and very courageous, and they thought they can go and find where this horse is. So these 60,000 sons of Sagara, so they went in search of this horse. And so they went into forest. They see one horse standing there. Then just nearby one Muni is standing there. And who was the Muni? Kapila Muni. So immediately they thought, okay, this Muni is the one who has actually captured our horse and tied there. So without doing any inquiry, so they were very angry on him. So they were so much of angry that they were all burned to ash. Of course, some are in the verse, it sort of said that, because they were so disrespected, angry on this Kapila Muni, and Kapila Muni burned to ashes. But in the purport, it is said that, not the ash, because they were so much angry, the heat burning coming out of their body itself is burned them. Like we have a fire in the stomach. So when we eat akshat, prasada, bhoga, or even the water, just like water Prabhupada is given. So this water is a little warm water Prabhupada has given. So therefore my fire don't have to do too much of work. But if you take a very cold water, the fire has to heat up and fire has to cook a little bit, so that way it converts into nutritious energy. Without fire, all problem. Okay? But if it is over fire, it can burn us. So that's what happened to the sons of Sagara. So therefore one has to be careful in how we deal with, with great sages and Vaishnavas. So that is why in Shastra they say, Prataksha Kandaru Pramani Madi Nodu. Means even if you see through your eyes, but check whether it is true or not. Correct? Sometimes you lose something, a mobile, then someone is holding. The first reaction can be, oh, this person has stolen my mobile. You are searching everywhere. But actually not. You forget somewhere he's brought it to find out who is the owner of this mobile. So that is why we cannot simply judge without doing a little more inquiry. Yeah, you see that mobile is in hand, so don't make a decision that it was stolen by that person. So you lost somewhere and he is actually brought and searching, is it belong to you, is it belong to you? Yeah. Anyway, the same thing happened here also. So therefore, it can be aparadha, and this aparadha, because of it, they burn to ashes. So next, the grandson of this Sagara actually again went. So the chapter says, itself, Amsuman. Amsuman is grandson of the Sagara. So he, to help his grandfather, he again went and searched. And he also noticed the same thing, that the horse is next to the sage Kapila Muni. So he didn't react like his uncles. Instead, he humbly, prayed to him, appreciated Kapila Muni. Of course, Kapila Muni is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and in the previous chapter, so beautifully, he prayed to Lord, then said that we all are, conditioned living beings, addicted to so many things. Please forgive us. And so he, because of the appreciation, he said, okay, understood what he needs. So this is your horse, you take it. And he was still standing there. So he said, only Kapila Muni guessed that looks like he want to deliver his uncles also. So he said, only way to deliver uncles is sprinkling Ganga water on them, on that ashes, and they will come back to life and then delivered, go back to maybe heavenly planet or better planet. So that is the story. Then of course he was not successful in bringing Ganga himself. So next, the Amsuman. Since Amsuman is not successful, his son Dilipa tried. He is also not successful. So then his son Bhagiratha. So here is Bhagiratha. So this was about this Bhagiratha. So Bhagiratha started performing austerity to impress Ganga, Mother Ganges. So she was impressed. She agreed, okay, I will come, but on two conditions. So when the Ganga water is falling from spiritual world on this universe, it is possible that the water can come in such a force, it can penetrate the earth and go to lower regions, correct? Hellish planet also. So she doesn't want that to happen. Because if you go to even more hellish planet, there is more sinful people. So just sustain here. So therefore, she said, first condition is that we need to make sure that doesn't happen. And the second condition is that, the people will take a bath and make me impure. So what about solution for that? So Bhagiratha thought about it and he said, okay, I got a solution. What is the solution? So when sinful persons take bath in Ganga, then, so there will be devotees who will also take bath there and they will purify. Why they will purify? Because they carry Lord in their heart. Actually, Lord is in the heart of every living entity. But we don't recognize. Therefore, it seems like Lord is not with us. But the pure devotees, wherever they go, they make that place holy place. Whichever place they go and step in and stay just for a few seconds or a few minutes or a day or a year, and that place become a holy tirtha. Correct? And we all know that, for example, Prabhupada, he went wherever he went, so there is a holy tirtha appeared. Say, for example, even Prabhupada performed kirtan next to one tree in New York, in a park called Tompkins Square Park. Okay? Now that tree has become such a holy tree, so they named it as the Hare Krishna tree. So when Prabhupada did kirtan at that time, you can hug like this. Okay? That means that was its diameter of the tree. But today, you go there, at least 4 or 3 of us have to hold like this to hug it. Okay? So just 20 days ago I experimented. I went to New York, so I tried to hug. So when Prabhupada was there, so it was just looking exactly like Prabhupada's, diameter, his width. And now it is, after the class I will show you that picture of the tree. So it's just most recent, So it has grown, became famous. So there's this square, Thompson Square. And of course, so from there around 300, 400 meters, so this famous storefront still there. Matchless gift storefront. So all that first time we read from Prabhupada Lilamrita, you can experience there. Where Prabhupada was sitting, where his sleeping room was, and where are the toilets were there, where we were sitting. So very good. So that place became a Tirtha place. Even though in between the storefront was unleashed, then again the devotees went and leave that room, that storefront again. And I heard that they are trying to impress that owner to give it to Hare Krishna. We will buy. But the owner is saying, no, if you want to buy, you buy entire building, not this one small storefront, room. So hopefully it will happen with perseverance of devotees. Maybe they can purchase the whole building. That is better. Correct? Because this owner, they don't want to sell just one. Because later if they want to sell it to others, so the price will be lesser. So if they can sell it the whole thing, it's better. That's what owner think. They want to make money. And so in the Lilamrita you will hear, next to it was a petrol bunk. What is it today? Petrol bunk is not there. They built another brand new mansion. Yeah. So anyway, the story is that, so whenever a pure devotee who goes wherever, whether they go to a place, spend some time, or they go and dip in water, and that water becomes Tirtha Sthala. Actually this Kardamamuni, who is Kardamamuni? Father of Kapiladeva. The place where Kardamamuni performed his tapas, in front of it there is a kunda, small water body, maybe just this much. Of course the kunda is big, but the water body is maybe just small. And that is also Tirtha Sthala. Everyone goes there and take bath. Why? They say if you take a bath, your forefathers will be relieved. Our mother side will be relieved. Suppose your mother passed away or side passed away, and you can perform their some yajna, so then they say it will be relieved. So it became Tirtha Sthala. Why? Because person like Kardamamuni did the tapas there, so it became a Tirtha Sthala. Correct? So it is not a Ganga, it is just a water body. But because such a great Muni was there, it became Tirtha Sthala. Now here, so you can see the potency of devotees who are pure enough, they can purify even the Ganga itself. Okay? So that is one solution is given, that devotees will purify you. And the second solution, when the force with which the water falls down, so somebody has to hold. So don't let it go to Patala Loka. So therefore, solution is said that, okay, so there is one personality in this universe who can do that. So that person is Shiva. And this personality, the verse says, Sarva Loka Hitaha Shiva. So Sarva Loka Hita. So Sarva Loka means the entire universe. Hita, one who looks after, who is a well-wisher, is Lord Shiva. And this person will do it. So that is why Bhagiratha Maharaj has requested this Lord Shiva to help him. Obviously, so he prayed to Lord Shiva. So that's what the first line says. Rajan Abhihitam. So he addressed to Shiva, means requesting him. Lord Shiva, this is my situation, please help me. So he praised him also. So Lord Shiva agreed. So Sarva Loka Hitaha Shiva. Of course, the meaning of, like we know Krishna, the meaning of Krishna we say all attractive. Similarly, the meaning of Shiva, Shiva means all auspicious. If you have a name Shiva, that means the meaning of the name is all auspicious. So that's what you see. So he says Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, but this Shiva means all auspicious. Then, and it also is Sarva Loka Hita. So well-wisher of all and everyone. So whether they are, devotees in mode of goodness, Satgun, Rajogun, or even Tamagun. So he is well-wisher of everyone. So he is not selective. So well-wisher of everyone. So if you are in mode of goodness, he will make it even more easy. Go to Vaikuntha Loka immediately. Especially if you are a pure devotee. If you are in a in the ignorance, even the Tamagun, even that person will also be somehow elevated slowly. It takes time, but he will elevate everyone. So therefore he is a well-wisher of everyone. So there is beautiful verse was there previously, verse number 7, that talks about how he, is able to take care of the whole universe. So just like, when you take a cloth has so many threads. So when you put all these threads together like this, it becomes a cloth and it is giving protection to us. Similarly, Lord Shiva is across breadth and depth everywhere. So this way he is able to take care of all the living entities. So that was a beautiful analogy that was given earlier. So that is just appreciating how powerful Shiva is. And this Shiva is also, we call him as the next Dadara, sustained. So Shiva is sustaining. How is he sustaining? So when the water from Lord Vishnu's twice is falling, and then fell on his head, he is able to hold. So that is why he is also called as Gangadhara. So there are persons who have got name Gangadhara. He is actually Shiva. One who is wearing Ganga in his head is Gangadhara. So this Gangadhara, so bearer of this Ganges water, river Ganga. So he is able to sustain. Then avahitaha, with great attention. Even just to carry a water pot like this on a head, correct? Like this you put, and you have to take it very carefully. Not easy, correct? So if you say, please carry like this across this room and come back and sit down here, and then you ask me, did you think of Krishna? No. Because I always think of how do I carry it, sustain without falling. Yeah, this happened. There is a nice story between about Narada. You probably heard about. Narada always think, oh Lord Narayana, I am the one who always think of you. But you are paying that attention to that farmer. Farmer said that, this once Lord Vishnu, Narayana and Narada Muni, so they were just doing like a yatra, walking around, journey. Then Narayana said, oh, this farmer, always thinks of me. Whereas Narada is thinking, I am the one who always chant Narayana everywhere. But you think, how is this farmer? So Lord Narayana put a test. Okay, so you take this pot on your head and go around that field and come back. So he went around with carefully, inside pot there will be aisle. Then he carefully put on his head and went around and came back. Then Lord Narayana asked him, so, of course he put a condition, you just go around, make sure that nothing from the pot will fall down. So he very attentively went, very carefully around the field and came back. When he came back, he asked him, did you remember me while doing this circumference across the field? He said, no. Why? Because I was very, very much attentive to make sure that no drop of water can fall away from the pot. But on the other hand, this farmer is struggling so much, working hard all the time. He's always remembering Lord Narayana. So therefore, you can see attention is important. Where is our attention? So that is why we say, Kirtanaya Sadahari. You may be working, but still remember Lord. So that is what Lord has instructed even Arjuna also. Yes, you engage in war, no problem. But during war, you always think of me. So how is it possible? So something for us to learn. So this takes a time. But anyway, here Shiva is very attentive to make sure that so he is able to sustain the water with great attention. Gangam. So Dada Ra Avihitaha Gangam, the Ganges water. Okay, so that is the third line. So that's why we call him the Gangadhara. So Shiva has many, many names. He is also called the Chandrasekhara. When we see Shiva, Lord Shiva's photo, and you will see one moon also on his head. So he is wearing the Chandra. I don't know whether the photo we got here. Usually the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam will have photos of some of the past time. Maybe not Shiva in this. But of course Shiva is a Chandrasekhara, Shiva is a Gangadhara, and Shiva himself is all auspicious. So therefore having darshan of Shiva is also auspicious. So we don't have to, if you happen to go to Vrindavan, if you want to go to any temple, and if you see a Lord Shiva, we need to pay respect to Lord Shiva. Because he is auspicious. He is of course highest Vaishnava. Having darshan of Vaishnava, just to pure Vaishnava, highest Vaishnava, is purifying to us. Because of that, we might also attract some of those good qualities. Correct? So they are pure. So that is why Bhagiratha Maharaj said, so whenever, although many sinful people may take the bath in your water and contaminate, but no problem. So there will be devotees who will come and take bath and they will purify you. There is also another story. When people go to, all sinful people go to, let's say, Ganges water, Ganga river. There are many holy rivers. So Ganga river, Yamuna river, Narmada river, Kaveri river, Godavari river. So these are 5 rivers are called very, holy rivers in India. So the story is that whenever impure people go to take a bath in these holy rivers, usually they remove their cloth and put it on a tree. Then they go and take a bath. Then they come out and take their cloth and put it and then go. So some say that when they take a cloth and put it on a tree or put it down and go and take bath, at that time all the sin personalities are stays in the tree or in that cloth there only. And then they go and take a bath. And they come back. Then they collect the cloth. So at that time the sin personalities again come back to their person. So therefore, actually sin is not really vast. So maybe outside body is vast. Yeah, so this is other way to look at. But anyway, here Bhagiratha Maharaj says that the devotees will purify you, so no problem. So then Lord Shiva will sustain, so that ensure that this Ganges water won't go to Patala Loka. Okay, those conditions are met. So here that is why, Bhagiratha Maharaj has requested Lord Shiva, who is a Sarvaloka Hita Shiva, Sarvaloka Hita. He is not Sarvaloka Maheswara. So that position is given to Krishna, but he is a Hitaisi, well-wisher of the Sarvaloka Hita. So next, the last line, Pada Puta Jalam Hareya. Hareya, that is Hari, Lord Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So from his lotus feet. So whatever is coming from lotus feet is pure. Water coming from the toys of Lord Vishnu. Toys means Pada only. The toys is part of Pada, for the lotus feet. So he is, that Jalam is pure. So here Prabhupada translates that Pada Puta Jalam Hareya, whose water is transcendentally pure. Transcendently pure, not just materially pure. So this water is not purified by using some water filter. When the water is falling there, we are not putting one filter to purify some dirt. That's what we do, correct? To drink a water. So these days it is very fashion, even in Melbourne also. Even we say Melbourne water is very pure. But still some are taking water purifier, putting Melbourne water into that one and then drinking water coming out of the purifier. Correct? And other countries is even common. So they put a purifier. If you go to, let's say, ISKCON temple in Bhubaneswar, let's say this month you want to go to Puri Jagannath Darshan for Vraja-ra, and first you land in, say, Bhubaneswar, and then you visit ISKCON temple. So there you want to drink your water. So they put one filter from the water line, filter, and then you take a filter water drink. So they're trying to purify. But Melbourne water is pure already. No need to do filtering. Similarly, the water coming from Lord Vishnu's toys is pure, not just materially pure, but also transcendently pure. So Prabhupada translated transcendental pure, transcendently pure. Why? Because it is emanating from the toys of Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. So anything that comes from Lord Vishnu, Lord is always pure. And that is why we glorify lotus feet of Lord all the time. Everything, having darshan of Supreme Lord lotus feet is purifying. Correct? So that usually when we come here, so we take a great attention to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and derive a great pleasure in doing so. Correct? Unless we derive pleasure, how can we see? So that, of course, when we develop love of God, we derive a great pleasure. Even Lakshman, Sita, Ram, Lakshman. Lakshman. So Lakshman has derived so much of pleasure, he only knows Sita Mata's lotus feet. It seems he has not even seen the whole, what all rings he is wearing, what all ornaments he is wearing, he doesn't know, but he knows lotus feet. Similarly, we also have to attach lotus feet. If our Prabhu, what is our Dr. Prabhu? Dr. Prabhu, Mahatma Prabhu, if he is here, he will ask you that question. Why this lotus feet is so significant? We glorify it, we remember it. Why? So last 50 years he is asking the same question. Very good question. So unless you question, we won't get a proper answer. So if there is a doubt, we should ask question. Or simply by asking question, so it get elaborated. So the whole Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is simply a question answer. Correct? Oh, I am about to die within 7 days. What do I do? The first question. Everything goes. Bhagavad Gita also start with question. So Dhritarashtra says, oh, my sons and Pandu sons went to Kurukshetra. What are they doing there? That is the start. From there to elaborate. Just ask one question. It becomes, interaction continuously. Becomes a Bhagavad Gita, becomes a Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, becomes any of other Gita. Or whether it's materially or spiritually, same thing. So question answer, very important. So here, Hare, that is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then that Pada from the lotus feet, Pada Puta Jalam. The Jalam is transcendently pure, so because it is coming from Lord's lotus feet. So of course, having attraction to lotus feet is also very, very important. So this is also, explained in number of places. But now, so this verse, so here, so when Bhagiratha has requested, Lord Shiva says, okay, let it be so. That means, I accept your proposal. The first word, tatha. We looked at all the words, tatha we didn't look at. So, tatha iti. So, tatha means let it be so. Okay, I accept. So, you go and invite, let's say, our president of temple. Another Prabhuji, can you please come to my house for, lunch? Not always they accept, correct? They may be busy, or nor you are that much prominent to come to your house, correct? So higher personalities, they don't accept everybody's request. You try, correct? You say, Ananda Prabhu, we are performing some yajna, can you please visit our house? We will say no, or you may not respond. But if you are a prominent enough, or devoted enough, he likes you, he likes your bhakti, you will say, yes, why not? Let it be so. Okay, it's not to put another Prabhu spot. This is true with everybody, even with us also. If somebody asks you to come to your house, so you will also think. But if they say, oh, I'm conducting big program, inviting 10,000 people, say for example, then you ask one of the devotees to come, they will be very happy to go. Correct? Ask our Prabhus also, any Prabhu, they will say, yes, no problem, why not go, let's do kirtan. You ask our Prabhu to do mridanga. So he will be happy to come. If 10,000 people are there, why not? Goparandas Prabhu will say, happy to come. Okay, so I will do Śrīmad Bhāgavatam class. And this is a great opportunity. Without doing much effort, 10,000 devotees have come. And then if you give a Śrīmad Bhāgavatam class, out of 10,000, even if 1% get some attraction out of it, then they might become a devotee. So there is a great service to the Lord. So like that. So here, let it be so. So here, obviously, so this is a good work, and Lord Shiva is a Sarvaloka Hita, and he is Asutos, he can easily be pleased. So, and this is a good cause. What is the cause? So this Bhagiratha want to somehow relieve his uncles, so his forefathers. So therefore, this is a good duty, good proposal to accept. So he accepted it. So that is clear from the next verses. Next last verses also don't have purport, so let us read them. The verse number 10. So the great and saintly king Bhagiratha. So Bhagiratha is, you see here, why did Shiva accept? Because Bhagiratha is saintly king, not any other king, and is also great personality. So this personality brought Ganges, which can deliver fallen souls. So where did he bring? He bring to the place on earth where bodies of his forefathers are burnt to ashes. So he requested Ganga Mata. He agreed. Now Ganga Mata has to follow the path. What is the path he is following? So that next verse. Bhagiratha mounted his swift chariot. That chariot can go swiftly, just like, say, the speed of air. Coming all the way from Vaikuntha Loka, coming to planet Earth is not a small distance to cover. So he swiftly come at the speed of one. So he started moving front, and then the Ganga followed back. So, and followed him, and on the pathway, Ganga has purified many countries. So purifying many countries. Wherever Ganga is flowing, purified. Even on earth also, wherever Ganga is flowing, so that place is purified and it becomes a holy place. Until they reach the ashes of Bhagiratha forefathers. That is sons of Sagara king. So just by that water, touch of Ganga water, so they all emerge as a personalities. So why that that ash become a personality? And we already discussed that the next verse just gives a summary. Because the sons of Bhagiratha Maharaj, they offended great personality. Who great personality? Kapila Muni. And so their heat of their bodies had increased. This is sort of previous verses in summary is given again. The verse number 12. So heat of their bodies has increased, and because of that they burnt to ash. You see, so sometimes we say, I think in Telugu they say, Tana kopame tana shatru. Telugu? No, Mataji is Prabhu is Telugu. Sorry, I thought Mataji was Telugu. No. So our own anger is become our own enemy. Sometimes people become so angry. You see their eyes. Eyes become red. And their mind becomes so heated. And because of that, their mind gets fried. So therefore, they can't think anything properly. Yeah. So this is like you see inside your body, let's say you got 1,25,000 liters of fuel is there. Just to connect to the situation, you all heard that there was an aeroplane, just took off in Ahmedabad airport and fell on a hospital. What happened? Burnt to ash. Why? Inside, it seems, the fuel was full. How much fuel was there? 1,25,000 liters. I didn't know that so much of fuel you can put into aeroplane. Okay, just coming from home to here. So I saw, they're saying, because of that 1.25 liter fuel was there, and when it fell on that hospital, not only hospital, it is hostel of hospital. What is hostel? The place where the future doctor's trainees stay, or the doctors stay. On that it fell, and because of that impact, somehow it catch the fire, and even though that aeroplane like a furnace is burnt. Same thing will happen to us inside. Fuel is there. What is that fuel? Kama. When the kama is not satisfied, we become anger. That becomes krodha. Kama yesu krodhesu. That's what Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita. So these desires are so strong, not satisfied, we become angry. And they will burn. That's exactly the same thing happened here. So they had some assumption, but somehow wrongly they assumed that this Muni is the one who actually stole our horse. So because of that anger, so they themselves burnt to ash. So, but simply by sprinkling with water from the Ganges, all of them became eligible to go to heavenly planet. You see? So when the water like this, sprinkled, Brahmaji sprinkled like this on whom? Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was almost simply only bones were there. When he sprinkled, he was fully revived as a very powerful personality. So that is why usually Munis carry kunda, kamandalu, So their kamandalu is more better, like this, they can hold, then water won't fall, they'll also have a covering also. So that is why the water that Munis carry is very purifying, because they are carrying, and then when they sprinkle water on you, and you become purified. That's why when we offer Lord to the water to the Lord, then after that we give it to sprinkle on the head of everyone. Why? Because it's offered to Lord, and when it's offered to Lord, it is pure. So if you have got some disease, throw on you, disease will go away. Or your mind is contaminated, throw on you, mind get purified. Or you feel thirsty, when they give you, take this kirtan and drink. Some do. Usually when new persons come, so here the moment you bring, they'll say, okay, give me some tirtha. Because it's a common practice in, say, India. So, but here we are sprinkling on head of everyone to purify. So here, so this, the water coming from lotus feet of Lord Vishnu is pure. As we discussed, the previous one is pure. So because of that, they became eligible to go to heavenly planet. Now, what then to be said of those who use water of Mother Ganges to worship her? Now, so Ganga water is also used for worshipping. Usually the pious personalities, when you go to Triveni Sangam, anybody went to Triveni Sangam during Mahakumbha Mela? No? Okay, don't worry, I went there. So I brought the water and gave it to some of the devotees, had it, correct? Yeah? So, hopefully Hayagriva also had that water? Yes? One Śrīmad Bhāgavatam class during the period of Mahakumbha Mela. That was in January, February. No, you were there. Okay, so you or somebody took and put it on all the devotees. Okay, no problem. After 12 years you can go. You're still young, so I was not sure whether I will be able to go after another 12 years. So better go now only. So when there is some little energy left in the body. But you can go after 12 years, no problem. Yeah, so you can see, very, very purifying. So there people not only take a bath, but they also worship. To worship you need a water. Whose water? We again to worship Ganga river, we take Ganga water only. So just by touch, people can go to heavenly planet, eligible to go to heavenly planet. That's what happened to the sons of Sagara. So Prabhupada says very emphatically, Mother Ganges is worshipped by the water of the Ganges. So how a devotee takes a little water from the Ganga, then say a mantra, then put Ganga water back into Ganga only. So therefore we are not actually creating anything. We are just taking Ganga water and offering to Ganga only. So there is one famous song by Purandara Dasaru. Kereya neeranu kerege challi varava padedavarante baliro. Kereya neeranu. Kere means this lake water or a river water. When you take, you put back into that body only. Water body. Whether it is a Ganga river or a lake or a small pond. Kereya neeranu kerege challi varava padedavarante baliro. You live like person who got some boon. Correct? See, let us say I am here with this body, and this body, is it mine or somebody else? Actually, it is a gift, it is a boon from Lord. Therefore, you live like that everything is given as a gift to you. Means something is given as a gift to you, that means you try to offer back. So this has two meanings. One is, as Prabhupada said, so you take some small little water from Ganga and offer it to the Ganga. So that's what generally common people do. But usually what do devotees do? When devotees take the water from Mother Ganga, so they pray to Ganga. Pray to Ganga. Then after that, like a worshipping, then offer back. So what are we doing? So we are trying to request Ganga. So not only just simply taking and putting back. Of course, you can just don't know any mantra. Just take there and put in your mind, thank you. Just put back. So that is also a sort of appreciation. Or if you are someone who knows Vedic mantras, or you don't know Vedic mantra but you are a Vedic scholar, you compose on verse. Like our Prabhu who is just left. So like that you can compose a verse, then offer back. Goparandes. If it is Goparandes, let's say he does not read verse, not able to remember, you take the water, appreciate in Sanskrit or in English or in whatever language. They know all the languages, by the way. Don't assume that Krishna or the Krishna's devotees don't know Telugu, don't know English. No, they know. They know Sanskrit, they know. Like Krishna knows language of birds also. Correct? These birds speaking something. They may be telling story about what all they did daytime and then came back home. Krishna understands those, but we don't understand. So the Lord and His great devotees know all the languages. You can compose any verse in any language. At least you can say, "O Ganga Mata, so you are so pure, appearing from the Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. Then to purify sinful people like me, you have come here. So thank you and put back. Please purify me. So I am not a great devotee to purify you. Please purify me. I am conditioned." Correct? Even the great devotees don't claim themselves as the great. Okay? Usually they don't claim. They condemn themselves. No, I have no attraction to Lord. I have no attraction to the Supreme Lotus feet. You are coming from the Lotus feet. Kindly, somehow, help me develop attraction to the Lotus feet. Connect back. You can offer back. The Ganga water coming all the way from the toys of Lord Vishnu. So you say, offer back. I don't have ability to offer at the Lotus feet of Supreme Lord, nor I am pure enough to go there. Kindly, you do reverse flow and offer it. And this is my small offering. So this pleases Ganga Mata. This pleases Lord Vishnu. If Lord Vishnu is pleased, everything is pleased. So when the Lord is pleased, everything is pleased. So when the Lord is satisfied, everyone is satisfied. That's why we say offer back to the Lord. So that is one. Then the second Prabhupada is emphasizing about similarly a devotee of the Lord offers the Lord. What does he offer? Everything. Of course, at least patram pushpam phalam toyam. Krishna says, you don't have much to offer. You can offer me, patram, one leaf, pushpam, okay, better than the leaf is puspa, phalam, that phala, fruit, or you don't have anything, just drop of water. So Krishna is so easy to be pleased. So devotees offer any of those, but with great devotion. So whatever you offer to Lord with great devotion, He will accept it, even if it's a drop of water. Okay? So everything including leaf, water, fruits can be offered. Ultimately Prabhupada is saying that all of these are belong to Lord only. So they don't belong to us. So therefore you offer it to Supreme Lord. So it's important. So of course now, here the remembering the lotus feet of Lord, why it is so important? Suppose you might do great religious practices. What are those? For example, we might read, Vedas. Or we might perform a great austerity. Just go to Himalayas, sit down on a block of ice, and then just meditate. Or not even meditate, just simply sit down still, austerity. You might do that. Or you might do some bathing in a Ganga or some river. But if you don't have attraction to Lord's lotus feet, it is simply useless. Why? So reading that Vedas without attraction to the Lord's lotus feet is simply like crying. And then doing austerities without having attraction to Supreme Lord is simply like fasting to reduce the weight. Sometimes people have heavy weight. They give, what is the solution? Oh, I am 80 kg. I want to become 75 kg. What is the solution? They will say, okay, do some fasting. And people do fasting, austerity. So much of austerity. But what is the austerity? So even that is same as someone having no attraction to Supreme Lord, in the name of religiosity, maybe doing an austerity on the Ekadashi Driya someday. It is of no use unless we have attracted to Krishna, unless we connect to Krishna. So this is explained in Mukunda Mala Sutra. So number 21. So even the taking bath, he says, taking bath in Ganga or any river without having attraction to Supreme Lord, so it is simply like elephant taking bath in the water. So it is very important that we connect. So that is why Prabhupada is emphasizing that ultimately all of this belong to Lord, so you are just offering. So similarly, as Krishna says, this body is a gift of Lord. We say, sacrifice this body. Sacrifice doesn't mean that you go become a sacrifice animal and they will cut your head. No, means dedicate your body in service of Lord. Otherwise, if you don't dedicate body in service of Lord, what you will do? You will still dedicate. So if you are very much more generous, you might dedicate your life to the service of this world. Or a bit less, you say, okay, I will dedicate only to my country, become a nationalist. Okay, if you are not that much generous, you reduce it. Okay, my society belongs to this caste, that's all. Or a little more, okay, less, then you might say, I will dedicate myself to serving my family. Otherwise, little bit less, then maybe my wife and kids. Otherwise, just only me. So like this we can ultimately dedicate to somebody. So here, devotees are dedicating everything to the Lord. That's what Prabhupada is concluding. He is concluding saying that, so one must simply take advantage of bhakti process. By following that process, one does not lose anything but gains favor of Lord. So simply by dedicating whatever Lord has given, so you gain favor of Lord. Why? So he is a Sarvaloka Maheswara, so you offer him back. And just simply by accepting that he is a Sarvaloka Maheswara, you can live peacefully. That is called peace formula. So all these people are fighting because everybody thinking it all belongs to them. But if they think that this all belongs to Krishna and we are just here temporarily for 100 years maximum, just leave here peacefully and go back. If that is the attitude, then there is a peace process, peace everywhere. Okay? Anyway, let me conclude. You can see by reading this verse number 9999. Very important verse. 999. Just add one, become 1000. Anyway, just remember 999. So this 999 is very important. So it captures, and then from there we just looked at the benefit of that purity. Is that how the water Ganga flow all the way from Vaikuntha Loka, from lotus feet to the this universe. Then finally it comes to the earth, and then thanks to Lord Shiva, he is making sure that this water is only on earthly planet, not going into Patala Loka. You don't say, I will go to Patala Loka, sinful planet, and then take a bath there. No, it is not there. Okay, stop here only. So this is, Lord Shiva is making sure, because he is the energy, potency, he can hold everything within this universe. Yeah. So then follow-up verse said, essentially saying that, so that water did flow, where the ashes of those sons of Sagara, how many sons? 60,000 sons. Can you produce 60,000 sons? You can't even produce 6. Now we say, oh, we don't have enough money, so maybe 1 maximum. Now they're saying we don't have money to even produce 1 baby, take care of it. Only no son. Now this is a fashion. Correct? No kids. So people call it double income, no kids, dinks. Double income, no kids. Somebody told me that any opulent suburb, most people are dinks. Double income, no kids. Yeah, just only husband and wife. Man and man, or man and woman, like that. Anyway, so coming here, so this Ganga water is so purifying that the 60,000 sons of Bhagiratha and Sagara, who were burnt to ashes themselves, and they were purified and they gained their body and went back to heavenly planet. So powerful. Then, of course, Ganga is purifying because it is coming from lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Then we can connect with Ganga, or we can connect with anything coming from Lord Vishnu, through which we develop attraction to Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. And then, so remember his lotus feet, glories of lotus feet. Glories means his Nama, his Rupa. Nama, his holy name. Just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we are remembering his name. Then Rupa, just by seeing the Lord, we are purifying. Guna, just discussing about his glorious qualities, we can get purified. Then of course Leela. So Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So just by having these, we can achieve the highest success of life. Whatever that is. The highest success that anyone can achieve can be achieved simply by remembering Vishnu, Vishnu's Paranam. Okay, Vishnu means remembering lotus feet of Supreme Lord is glorious. Okay, so with that, let me stop here. So thank you very much. I hope it's all clear why Ganga has come from lotus feet to here, and the significance of that Ganga. Of course, the story, Bhagiratha story. Then now Bhagiratha is not there, so we all can go to Ganga water, Yamuna water, yeah, or Godavari water, Kaveri water, Narmada water. Take dip, then offer back. At least we have to do. Just don't become a sporting. Sometimes people go on a sporting type, sport, play around. So yes, you might sport also, but make sure that you worship Ganga or Yamuna or Narmada or Kaveri or Godavari. Take palm of water, offer back. Possibly with gratitude. If you are a little more scholar, as I said, compose a verse. Or remember a verse from here. If you can't remember, you compose a verse. Become a kavi. Become a composer of a verse. And if you keep on doing that, you will become a great composer of Shastra. Just like Mukunda, Mala. Similarly, there will be a Hayagirva Mala. Mala means garland. So garland with multiple, so many flowers. This is verse number 1, verse number 2, verse number 3. Like this you compose 20 verses, it will become Hayagirva Mala. Then you can come and put it on me. I'll be happy to wear and read. Wear means reading it. When we read the verses, people say, oh, why don't you wear the verses from Gopi Gita? What does it mean? So you read it and remember it, digest it nicely, and put that in your life. That is like wearing. The moment you put those teachings in our life, means we are wearing those verses. Yeah. Okay, very nicely. That's what is called the Mukunda Mala. Mukunda means Krishna. So all those, each of those manis or flowers put together mala. So when you put them together and make one circle, they'll become complete. So it is possible just by remembering again and again. Okay? So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question? Hare Griva? No problem. So thank you for attending. So we have 10 more minutes before prasada. Use the 10 minutes to remember Lord Lotus feet. Just go and see again nicely and become happy and become pure. Thank you. Hare Krishna.